Hi, welcome to a new vlog, and we're still here in Geneva. Anton and Coco are there. It is the cross country this evening, and both Ed and Helena are commentating, so we're going to try to see how Anton gets on watching it. He seems pretty obsessed with standing and watching the horses, but it is slightly going to be past his bedtime. He did have a good nap at lunchtime, so we're going to try it. We can always leave and we can always take him back to the hotel and pop him down, but this is the warm-up for the eventing, and Coco's absolutely in her element. Well, I am too. Even Ros Cantor's here. We saw her earlier. I didn't chat to her, but I saw her quite close up as well. And it's just so nice to have this incredible pass and be able to get like backstage, and the stables are literally kind of behind this curtain here, and this is like the pre-warm-up where the grooms walking the horses around before the riders even come out. I think the riders actually probably walking the course. So last year we were in there watching it, but this year we're going to be watching it from out here, which I think in some ways is more exciting. So we've got the new camera out, and I'm just trying to get to grips with it, trying to use it. I am a creature of habit, so I don't really like change, and I'm trying to work out how to like zoom and flip it around and what have you. It's a little bit I don't know, it's a tiny screen, and so it's a little bit tricky, but I will get to grips with it. But it's just about practice, isn't it? But I think that the quality is really good, and I like the fact that it's just so little and handy. I can just kind of whip it out and chat to you guys, and I think the quality is a lot better. So anyway, I'm going to turn you around and see what you think. So Anton and I are here looking at the Christmas baubles. They're keeping him amused gently. He has just started walking independently, like wobbling, literally within the last 10 days. So Auntie Charlie has got to have her eyes on him the entire time. She's being very, very good. The arena eventing is about to start. The warm-up is getting busy just behind me over there. Carefully.
Pour la Grande-Bretagne, Ben Mayer.
Great Britain now, he is Ben Mayer riding Point Break. He won the top 10 final once, riding his phenomenal Explosion. This is his 7th participation to the top 10 final. Point Break was second in the World Cup qualifier in Peru a few weeks ago. Germany, Georg von Stein, Kappa, Desperado, Leo Bella, Playboy. He started with 189.24.
Vlogged at all today because unfortunately yesterday I got food poisoning and I was up all night really stupidly, and I don't know why I did it because I never do it, but I wanted to go for a healthy option and not have a sandwich or something like that, and I ended up having a chicken Caesar salad, and wow, have I been unwell, seriously unwell all night, which is absolutely grim. And Ed and Helena had the busiest day today commentating. They had to leave at 8:30 this morning and they're still there now, and it's currently 9:15. Coco has been amazing. She's been so helpful, but she's over there now, and I did go over for a little bit this afternoon. Anton had a good sleep at lunchtime, and so they bought, what did they do? I had him here, but they came back for lunch, and then he had a really good sleep, and after his sleep, Coco and I took him over there and sat and watched some of the carriage driving, which was amazing. I'm struggling to do very much. I'm feeling completely washed out. And actually, this is the only thing I've had today apart from water. Somebody said to me, have Coca-Cola, will give you a little bit of energy and apparently help settle your stomach. Well, it's stayed down, so that's a positive, but I haven't eaten anything and I just feel pretty hideous. And I was going to film yesterday and I was going to film today, and then that was going to come out tomorrow, and I was going to film a bit tomorrow as well. I was supposed to be going to the Christmas market in Geneva today, this evening with Anton, and it's just absolutely no way. It would have been seriously foolish to have tried to attempt that. So he is in bed, he's asleep, and I'm just hanging out in that room. I have been asleep on the bed for the last couple of hours, but I've just spoken to the boys at home, who are all doing well, and Coco's over watching the competition, having had the world's boringest day with me, looking after Anton. She's just really kind and thoughtful, and I took him off so I could rest and what have you. It's good. But yeah, I'm not going to have seen the sights at all of Geneva, which is such a shame and really disappointing. But I've just had to I couldn't really, it was good for nothing. And I hope tomorrow I'm feeling a little bit better. Helena's not commentating tomorrow, and I don't quite know what the plan is yet. There isn't a plan. I'm going to see how I feel in the morning, and then we'll assess the situation. But we're not flying home until late tomorrow night. It's the big final tomorrow, which is always really exciting. So we will watch that, and then we'll head to the airport. But I don't think I'm going to be able to get into Geneva itself. I'll see if I'm feeling okay. I might just see. Anyway, we're just playing it by ear. I jump on and give you a little bit of an update. I'm whispering because I do not want to wake the baby. Absolute no, we need him to sleep. So I am going to go and flop on the bed and just chill out and try and get over this. It's amazing how it knocks you for six. I haven't been unwell with food poisoning for such a long time. Oh wow, it was just hideous. But anyway, hopefully tomorrow I'm feeling bright-eyed and bushy-tailed and a lot better. Good morning. I am feeling a little bit better, just a bit washed out and a little bit fragile, but I slept really, really well last night, which is good, much needed. And we fly back this evening. Today I'm really hoping to get to the Christmas market because I didn't go last year, and I think I'd be really disappointed if I left and didn't go. So that is the plan this morning, I think, but I need to confer with my brother. Helena's not commentating, so I don't need to look after Anton, but it would be lovely to spend some time, and actually they might want to come with us. But I thought I would just sit here and chat to you. Also, there's little bits of blue sky. It's not the most beautiful view from my room. Hang on, I'm on the new camera. I can flip you around and show you the view. That is a view, but you can see a little bit of snow on the mountain tops out there. But apart from that, it's quite an ugly view. So I'm going to swap you background. There we are. This camera is so clever. But I thought I have got so many questions for the Q&A, and I'm hoping that I'm going to get a chance to film that. But at the moment, I'm not exactly sure when. It might be tomorrow when we get back from the funeral. I'm just kind of playing it by ear and not putting pressure on myself because I was going to film that yesterday. But I asked on Instagram and I got so many questions. I also asked on YouTube. So I'm going to go through some of the YouTube questions now before we head out. So first up, questions. Who's visiting you at Christmas? Do you go out on New Year's Eve, and what will you wear on Christmas Day? That is from Michelle. We have got some really great friends coming to spend Christmas Day with us, and we will all eat together. And we've Christmased with them before. They're just brilliant. So they will be with us. I will wear probably about 3 different outfits on Christmas Day. Cash for doing the horses, like literally just get up, throw something on, could even be in my pajamas, who knows. Then I will put on a dress or a skirt or something like that. Haven't decided exactly what yet, but I've got an idea of a few things. And we go to church, and then I will stay in that for lunch, and then in the evening again we'll do the animals, and I will put something really comfy and cozy, and we will probably so our friends will leave, I'm guessing, late afternoon. They've got horses too, so if you have got animals, it's tricky. It kind of breaks up the day, but that's probably what I'll be wearing. And New Year's Eve, we're actually having some friends over at home. It's very kind of low-key in the barn, and I will be wearing wellies. I might wear a dress and wellies. Haven't decided yet. We'll see what the weather's doing. Questions for the Q&A is, what part of Christmas do you find the most stressful, and the most enjoyable? The general overall planning for Christmas season, shopping for ingredients, writing out Christmas cards, cleaning the house before guests arrive. I think what I find the most stressful, the time, like I always find I need extra days, so it's the time management I can find a bit stressful, particularly when unforeseen things happen, like having food poisoning. So that I find stressful when I feel under pressure and feel like I'm running out of time. I love buying gifts. I love wrapping gifts. I love cooking the food. I love setting the table. Yeah, I think I love most aspects of Christmas, but sometimes I feel like a few extra hours would be a good thing. For next week's Q&A, could you let us know the different makes and models of your favourite kitchen aids, like kitchen knives, food mixers, that you find invaluable? Okay, my Kenwood, and it's a Kenwood Chef Titanium, and Mum bought it for me as a wedding present, so it is heading towards 18 years old. That has just been the most invaluable bit of kit. I then have a Kenwood Tri-Blade, which is like a stick blender for soups. I could pour it into I've got a glass thing that goes on top of my Kenwood. I could pour it into there and do it that way. I just find the stick blender much easier to use to puree and to blend soups and things like that. And I use that at least 3 or 4 times a week. It's great for Yorkshire pudding batter. It's great for pancake batter. It's just a great bit of kit. So those 2 from Kenwood. Then I do have a Magimix. I didn't have a Magimix for years, but actually with all the catering for things like dauphinoise, for all sorts of things, it's just handy for grating, for slicing, for making breadcrumbs. That's really handy. And then I have got a set of global, I'm sure they're called global kitchen knives, and those are brilliant knives. But I also like, and I'll put it on the screen here, I'm sure it's called Victorinox, and those are a really great make of kitchen knives as well. So hopefully, Linda, that's helpful. So then Sally Ann asks, what was the best Christmas present you received as a child? I can't actually remember a specific present that I received as a child that sort of stuck in the forefront. Mum always bought us pretty practical things, so it would probably have, in fact, I do remember what we got one Christmas, and that was a pair of suede riding chaps with tassels down the side, and I felt like a cowgirl. Those were probably one of the coolest presents, and I wore them for years. I didn't really grow very much, so they fitted. I loved those. Hello Charlie, can you tell us what size your Magimix is, please? It's the largest one that they do. I believe it's the largest one that they do. I will double check that, Janet, but I'm sure it is. Right. Forget Me Not Journals has said, I'm cooking a rib of beef on the bone for 6 people on Boxing Day. As I'm an Arga newbie, how would you cook it in the Arga? Many thanks. Will definitely give your mince pies a go. I'm going to leave the recipe for my beef and how I do a rib of beef in the description down below for you all. It might take a day or 2 to get there. It depends when this video is coming out and when Tish gets a chance to put it in there for you. But you'll be able to download it and print it off. So check back because that description will be updated. But it's probably easier. Well, hang on, I can, because now I've got my camera and I've got my phone here. I can just talk you through it quickly because I've got it right here. So a 6-pound wing rib of beef, I say is an hour and 15 minutes cooking time. I put sea salt and black pepper on it, and I put it raised from the bottom. I don't put it on the oven tray. I raise it up because it's quite a lot of fat that will come off. Now, timings. These timings give a pink medium rare centre. If you would like it well done, add 5 minutes per pound. That's 450 grams. On the bone, 15 minutes per pound, 450 grams. Off the bone, 20 minutes per pound. When meat is on the bone, it cooks quicker than when it's off the bone. If using the Arga, place in the roasting oven for the first 30 minutes and then into the baking oven for the remainder of the cooking time. If using an electric oven, 200 degrees C, fan oven, for the first 20 minutes, then reduce it down to 180 for the rest of the cooking time. So you need to weigh your meat and work out what size it is and do it like that. But it's 15 minutes per pound on the bone and 20 minutes per pound off the bone, and then you need to leave it to rest for at least 20 minutes afterwards. Meat is like a muscle, and if when you take it out of the fridge, you want it to warm up a little, you know, maybe 20 minutes, half an hour sitting on the side before you put it into the oven. When it's in the fridge, it's cold, it's tight. Once it comes out and it sits and warms slightly, it relaxes. You want to put that relaxed meat into the oven, and then again when you take it out, it's going to be tight, it's been in the oven, and when you let it rest, all the juices will flow out and it will be more tender and much more delicious. That's why you don't put meat straight from the fridge into the oven, and you let it rest before carving it and serving it. So hopefully that was helpful for you, but I will put the full recipe in the description down below. Somebody's asked if I would freeze my mince pies before cooking them or after. I cook them first and then I freeze them. Questions about my nails. They're not gel nails, I do them myself. It's Essie Gel Couture, and actually I've just packed it. I haven't needed to do my nails while I was out here, but I bought it just in case, and I do them myself. I don't have time to go to the salon, and it's also really expensive, and it's so much easier to do it yourself, I find, with Essie Gel Couture. It lasts normally about 4 or 5 days, looking nice without chipping. So thank you, but I do them myself, and they're my real nails. I don't have gels or acrylics or anything like that. What time do you eat on Christmas tea? We have a late lunch, so we get back from church probably at about 12:30, and we'll probably sit down to eat at about 1:45, 2 o'clock, just depending. And yes, that is what we do. Pauline has asked why the filling is called mincemeat when it isn't meat. It used to be meat. In the olden days, and actually when I went to the Spread Eagle and we were making Christmas puddings, the chef there was really knowledgeable, and he was talking about how it had originated from sort of Christmas puddings and mincemeat and things like that. So it used to be meat, and they used to preserve the meat by adding sugar and fruit and things like that, but now we don't have meat in it. So that's all of the questions that I was asked on YouTube. There are so many more from Instagram, so those will come out as part 2 of the Q&A for you at some point, hopefully on Tuesday, but I just don't want to put myself under pressure and see how we feel. But for now, I am going to hopefully finish packing and head to the Christmas market in Geneva. If I get there, you're coming too. So we've made it into the centre of Geneva on the tram, slightly eventful. We started off going in the wrong direction. I was feeling a little apprehensive, so I asked somebody if they spoke English, and they kindly told me that we were on the right tram going in the wrong direction. But it is stunning down here, and I'm really pleased we made the effort. Now we just need to try and find the market, which actually might not be this way, darling. I think we want to go on that road there where those people are. From memory, I've been here once with Simon and the children years ago, and I think it's up there that we want to go. But it's nice to get out. The sun is shining. I'm feeling a little bit ropey, but some fresh air will do us good, and we have got hours until we fly home. We've checked out of our room. The bags are in, with the left luggage at the hotel. And so I thought we'd come and stretch our legs and have a little adventure. made it to the Christmas market in Geneva. It is such a beautiful day, blue sky, a nip in the air, and crystal clear water here behind me on Lake Geneva. The food market, well, the Christmas food market was amazing, food and drink, and then there was a gift section as well. We didn't buy anything, just a crepe for Coco, but really lovely to get out and see a little bit of Geneva and have an explore. Sorry, I'm not feeling 100%, but hopefully when I'm back with you, I'm fighting fit and back on good form. But it's such a shame that it's happened to get food poisoning when we're here for 3 days. But lovely to see my brother and Anton and his wife. Helena's in charge of Anton today, so we're going to go enjoy them in a minute. It's the final jumping this afternoon, so that is going to be really exciting. So we'll watch that before we fly home. But thank you so much for tuning in. I wasn't sure if I was going to get this video out to you all, but I'm pleased that I have. Sending love, and I'll see you again very soon.